Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. So I see there's 6 of you. I'm going to give people a few more minutes to get logged on, and we will start talking about how we're restructuring class, give you a little detail, little feels on where we're going. But I hope you all are doing really well, and then your connections work well. And I'm already down to 3 people, so either no one wanted to watch or connections are crappy. Now it's back up to 5. So give it a few minutes. I've got breakfast after my workout anyway to deal with. Hello, Bjorn. How are you? How you doing, Trini? Emily, how are you? All right, Bjorn, man. There's protein shake right here, and I got my workout in already. Just do it. I know it's kind of boring. I did a cardio cycle so that I didn't get bored of anything. Treadmill, then spin bike, then push-ups, then sit-ups, then jump rope, then run up and down the stairs, and then just repeated the whole thing again. I think there's thrusters in there. So mixing it up. Yeah, my gym let me bring a kettlebell and an ab mat home. But yeah, having a lot of weights. I've got some dumbbells, but I don't need a lot of weight. Shocker. But if you need a lot of weight to stay in shape, that's tough. Mika, how are you? Look, guys, our SI is present. Still only 12, so I want to give it a little more time. I'm hoping I can get maybe 50% participation. 25% is not bad. It's about where we're at now. Needing 45s. Cold 45s? No, just kidding. Yeah, I get that you want big weights. 35-pound dumbbells is the biggest I have here at the house. And I did actually jump rope outside this morning, though. That was kind of nice. All right, we get to 3 minutes in, and I'm going to figure that's probably about it. The email went out. People got it. And you had warning. So all right, so 15 people, that's enough. We can talk about the schedule and the revised schedule a little bit. I got to pull it up on a sub screen here for myself. So I'm looking at the basic key dates and what's going on there. And the key dates are going to be test, get this set up. Test 2 on March 27th, test 3 on April 17th, and test 4 on April 30th. The lab schedule is not completely at your own pace, so that was a lie. I rethought that a little bit. You can see where over the next 3 weeks we have labs due, 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to go in today and do a little bit of video work on demoing the lab, just so you kind of have an idea of what the hell's going on with the lab. And it's not just a written description. Then the outline sheets, a lot of questions I've gotten about that. That's going to be basically a modified jigsaw sheet. I want you to take notes on each chapter and show me. I'm trying to force you to keep pace here. Just keeping pace and forcing yourself to take notes on each chapter is going to help you a lot. I know it's busy work, but that's a part of it's just going to take some discipline. And I'm giving you easy points for the 10 points a pop, and there's 8 of them now, so it's 80 points. I might drop the lowest one if you miss one. I was thinking of doing that. But those dates are up for that. They're going to be due the day, I think the day or the day before the test. Double check that. I'm going to do live streams. I was thinking of maybe switching this to Zoom sessions. And we can see each other It'll be a little more interactive than just the chat room. And so if we do Zoom sessions, just keep it small and practical. I might do it during our lab session. So it'll be on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays for my 3 sections of environmental science. So that might be the way I'll do that. The last day to drop the course has been adjusted, so we get an extra week. But the whole semester hasn't been pushed back an extra week. So we will be crunching things in. So if you're worried about being home and bored during the coronavirus apocalypse, you got things to do if you got classes and profs that are trying to keep you engaged. And if I look at the rest of the announcements, dates show up on the calendar over on the sidebar, and going over the whole real schedule and some details. So for the lectures, I am going to be posting, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to be posting mini lectures for you guys. And with those mini lectures, they're going to be voiceovers, short, just like 10 chapters or 10 slides from a chapter. For you guys, I don't have any of those posted yet, but you have the PowerPoints, you have your textbook, you have the outlines to work on, you have worksheets, and I'm going to use our Zoom or live stream sessions to go over worksheets and do test prep. And so you have all those things, and you have the learning objectives to work with. So you have a lot of things that you can work on your own with to get there. And I'm going to try and add to that with, again, mini lectures covering key points. I don't know how many I'll do. Yeah, I'm not looking real tidy. So the tests, I've managed to import one of them so far into D2L, and that took a bunch of time to figure out how to do. But now that I've got it, they'll all be on D2L under quizzes, and they will be the same kind of format. So there will be about 40 multiple choice questions. That's pretty straightforward in D2L. And then there'll be a import. I'm writing myself a note to test the tests. There'll be an import function where there'll be a box for free response for the essays. So the essays will be the same. I've already posted all of the essay questions for you guys. They are up there. So those things are there. You can look at those, again, answering one of the 3 or 4 questions that appear on the test, but working up all 6 as a study aid. And to answer it, you can work on the essay at any time. Write it up in Word and then copy and paste, drag and drop it into the free response block or box on the test. And that should work. I'm going to double check and test that before our test date. So the tests are pretty much like normal. And you have, it'll be timed for 60 minutes, which would be a piece of cake because your essay, drag and drop. And you're going to have all day to take it. I'm going to open it up starting at midnight and close it at midnight. So you got 24 hours of time to start the test, 60 minutes to take it. And in case there's a connection problem for you and it crashes out or screws up on you, I have 2 attempts set up. But the second attempt is only for emergencies. If that gets abused on this test 2, I'm not doing it for test 3 and 4. So there are people who will have connectivity problems. So do not take advantage of them, please. So that's our test components. The hazardous chemicals assay, I hope you learned enough from the readings. I think we can just ditch the essay. We have enough going on right now. So I'm doing that. Now I see some, well, you wanted to go 8 to 8, Bjorn? Answer my question there. If you wanted to go 8 to 8 instead of midnight to midnight, I guess I could do that. Makes a little bit more sense. I don't know. Still a 24-hour period. Aaron asks, which labs do we need to peel and Pre-lab. So which labs do we need pre-labs for? So I need a pre-lab for the biodiversity if you didn't do it. So if you're a Thursday lab person, or you did not complete and turn in the biodiversity lab, just turn in a pre-lab, okay? The rest of it was kind of pretty straightforward. So do the pre-lab for that one and turn it in. How are you going to do pre-labs? I put the documents up there as Word documents. Try and open them in some format. If you're having a problem with that, I'll try and post them in another way. And I want you to type right on the document. Please type in a different font or color so I can see it easy, and then resubmit it to the Dropbox. So there's a Dropbox for all the labs. In the labs, you can make multiple submissions, so I'm going to want you to do that. Submit your pre-lab. And then for the other labs, there'll be other documents like a pre-lab, a yellow sheet, which won't be yellow now, and maybe a graph or something, and that can be a picture. So you guys can take pictures with your phones and dump it into the Dropbox. That'll be great. Or you can, on your computer, write up documents. Connectivity is this key thing. You're probably going to need to have a computer to do the coursework. Your phone's just probably not going to handle all of it. So for labs, the field trips are canceled, but we will do the food web hike self-directed later on in the semester. It has been a minute since class. Could you remind me what chapters are for the test? 2. That'll be on your learning objectives. So look under Unit 2 for learning objectives, Aaron. Good question. And that answer will be there. Yeah, I think that might be a little easier. 8 to 8. It's still a 24-hour period, Bjorn. I don't know that would matter. If you're going to work it on at 2 in the morning, it's 2 in the morning. I'll think about it. If you could make a good argument for it, you can email me. But 24-hour shot is 24-hour shot. See, so the labs, we're going to do 2 labs that we would do them like in class. I'm going to give you mock data for the effectiveness of insulation. I'll make a little video and show you how that works. And then the greenhouse lab. They're actually very similar labs. I will take a little video or make a little video of how the lab actually works, and I will post data for you. So you just need to do an analysis, fill out a yellow sheet, and we can talk about it on maybe a Zoom session. I have to figure out how Zoom works. I've had some Zoom meetings so far this semester. The very first one with the chancellor crashed, and I was not impressed, but they're working better now. And you'll submit them all as multiple submissions to the Dropbox. Again, you can make multiple submissions. When and if there are problems with things going forward with putting things into D2L, just email me and I will sort this out. I'm on top of my computer constantly now because there's not a lot else to do. So I've been working hard for you guys. I think that covers a lot. And frankly, I had a script for this and I went through it yesterday with the Monday, Wednesday class. And then I was tidying up my desk and gathering papers, and I threw it in the fireplace there. Yeah, and I had a fire going. So the formal script is gone. But I think I covered the stuff I need to cover. If you guys go in and explore the D2L site, you'll see it's changed quite a bit. There's a lot more stuff up there, and there will be more stuff as I build a few more things for you, like the videos. Lectures, I'll put links to those. There's a lot of tools there for you. What I need you guys to figure out is if you can open up these Word documents for labs and actually type on them, or the Word document for the notes. I would actually like for the outlines for you guys to type, or not type on that, but just handwrite, scribble it. Handwritten notes are better for learning. And sketchnoting, drawing things, as well as writing out stuff, and then take a picture of it and submit it. We'll see how that works. I think D2L is going to get just jam-packed and loaded with stuff. We'll see what the cloud capacity is for that. YouTube was crashing yesterday hard. I don't know if it was my internet. I think YouTube's just been really overloaded. So I'm looking here on other questions. So what I want you guys to be doing here now is asking me some questions over on the comments. If you don't have a YouTube or Google account, you might not be able to ask questions over here, but I think a lot of you do. So please ask me some questions that you're thinking of here. Either way, you have 60 minutes. It's timed. Yeah. By the time I wake up, starting the exam, or just sleepy. Again, Bjorn, from midnight to midnight the next day, it's going to be 24 hours. I think you can do it. We'll see. I feel like I'm missing so much homework. Well, we'll get caught up on that. Don't worry. And again, now that everything's open and running, you're at your leisure to do a lot of things at your own pace. I have somebody who's finished all the pre-labs already. You just sat down and did them all yesterday. That's okay. You can. I don't want you to get too far ahead on the outlines and chapter outlines, but you can start doing those. You can do the self-directed hike if you want to, but I want to wait till later in April when some things are getting green and it's nicer out. There might be a little bit more to see and talk about. And the labs, I need to post the videos and the mock data for you. I will try and get that up in the next sometime this week is my goal, and start working on these videos. And I have to learn how to use Zoom. So there's still a bunch for me to do. And other faculty members are also learning this. There are some faculty who never used D2L. I have no idea why, but now's not the time to criticize. And so it's going to be extra hard for them to push all this material online. So please be patient and ask lots of questions. You can help them by asking questions, I hope. All right, so Aaron, could I print and scan to PDF instead of opening Word? Yeah, but can you type on the PDF? I don't know. Printing and scanning, if you handwrite it out, is okay. That should work all right. So I'm okay with that, Aaron. That should work. Good idea, actually. All right, Darius. Interesting username. I get a kick out of people's usernames. Dr. Flynn's is exceedingly boring. Other questions, guys? I know there's still 20 of you hanging out. And I'll work on the lighting. I know I got it a little bit better. I'm sitting in front of a window. Here, I'll flip this around and show you my view. So try to draw the curtains, but this is my office view. Not bad. The treadmill down here, and you guys get to hang out in my basement. Some days I'll have the fireplace going. Try to make it cozy down here because it is freezing cold down here some days. I'm hoping for spring, so this won't be too bad. So questions. Where are your cats? You know what? Don't worry. You're going to probably see me and want to report me to the ASPCA real soon, because I'll be throwing a cat across the room because they're typing on walking on the keyboard or something. They are usually in the way, and then the dog will come around. The dog is actually under the desk, so she curls up here and hangs out. You can't see it all, can you? There's Celia. But guys, this is going to be very different. U of M went to summer classes online already. I have not heard what we are doing. And show us the cats. All right, Romeo. All right, Romeo has a nest over here, and we will go find him if you really want to see the cat. Aha, yes. So Romeo gets up on top of the piano and right up here. Is that working? There he is. Can you even see that, guys? Romeo, wake up. Wake up. He does not want to wake up. All right. You guys are cracking me up. Yeah, Romeo's a guy. Cleopatra is our hider. So, when we have guests, I guess you guys are guests right now, she goes and hides. So we will see. All right. So if I don't have other questions that are about the class, just about the cats, got to get you a green screen. Maybe so. You don't like my basement? I don't know. It seems a little cozier. The lighting is crap. I admit it's really bad and somewhat cringeworthy. Maybe I'll get better. All right. So I'm going to give it another minute for questions about the class. We'll have the whole rest of the semester to talk about cats and dogs. Is the campus open to faculty? Yeah, I asked my dean yesterday if I could go in because the HR director said, hey, dude, that's it. No one else is going on unless you get special essential permission. But my dean was like, yeah, go ahead. So I'm going to go get a few things and make film some stuff like demos for the next couple labs. And then I'm actually going to bring a couple microscopes home and try and do in a week or two, maybe do some science stuff with kids in the neighborhood, like 2 or 3 kids at a time, because their parents are going to be like, somebody do something with these kids. I don't have any kids at home. My daughter just took off for Wisconsin with her boyfriend to go hang out there. And, I can see where she'd rather be with him than come home with us. My son's in Ann Arbor. This is going to be interesting. I'm confused on the notes. All right, so Trinity's asking about the notes. The notes, it just outlined the chapter, kind of like the jigsaw work we were doing, but now you're going to have to do the chapter completely on your own. Now, another thing is I'm going to put together instructions in the announcements on D2L for each of the different types of assignments. I haven't written them all out yet, so not everything's there, but you guys can try and figure things out and start doing things, ask me questions. But the outlines for each chapter are just going to be like our jigsaw reading, but you got to do the whole chapter on your own because, well, there's not a lot of meeting going on. Unless you guys get real creative, and you're certainly at liberty to do that, to try and meet virtually. I like the ones where we take a picture and send them back. Where are they on D2L? So look in the content section, explore the D2L site now. So it'll be in the content section. If you can't find it, I think it's there. So give me a heads up if there's a problem. Erin says she was supposed to have a class yesterday, but Stoddard doesn't have internet at home. Yeah, I'm a little stunned at science faculty who don't have the internet and don't use D2L, aren't tech savvy, or that one's a little surprising to me. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if Stoddard's going in or what. I can't answer for him. If you're super frustrated, I don't know what to tell you. Email the dean. I'd say you didn't hear it from me, but I just put that out on YouTube in public. Okay, got it. All right. Other questions? All right, we'll have plenty of time to hang out. So let me know what you think about meeting maybe twice a week if you want more Dr. Fun time, because you're that bored. Outline's supposed to look like that. Oh, well, Tommy, I'm not sure what that means. Do you know where we're supposed to return books to? That's a great question. So Trinity asked, when or how are we supposed to return books? That is probably just delayed. You're gonna get forgiven for keeping a book like I have a one-day return video from the library that I've had for now over a week. The library, West Bloomfield Library, is closed, so I guess I can watch Zombieland 2 as much as I like. I recommend it. It's awesome, a lot of fun, a fun apocalypse movie. I also watched Infinity Wars and Endgame because it feels a little apocalyptic right now. It's not, but it's going to feel a little like it, guys. Yeah, send me a picture, Tommy. It's going to look like the lined paper with a box, just like the jigsaw stuff. I just want giving you something to take notes on. So I see you're keeping up. Dr. Flynn, the chat. Yeah. Derek, what does that mean? I have no idea. That's probably funny to you guys. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go if there is another question. So questions, 10 seconds to get your question in. I'm just watching the chats, comments. All right, so it's good to see people, and I will be in touch. And of course, email me. I want you guys to stay safe, be smart, but not be disconnected. See you soon.